you could be the one in your family to change the trajectory of your bloodline. I'm the one in my family. I'm the one. And it is important for you to take that pen back that people have written in your book of life and realize there's many other pages that are blank that you could start rewriting how the story goes. But you have to give yourself permission first. Permission to heal. Permission to realize that you're not broken, that you are lovable, you are worthy, that you are capable. You have everything you need. There's not a goddamn thing that someone else has that you don't have.
My whole life, the world's been teaching me that I'm a useless piece of trash and that I'm worthless. And because of that, I never saw any meaning or value to my life. Ever since the first day of school, I've been getting that same message over and over and over again. Because of those type of things, I've been throwing myself into the world and not really caring about what happens to me or what's going on around me. My first day of school, it was probably the worst day of my life. It changed everything for me. So what happened was, let me give you a little backstory. Before that day, I was very excited to go to school. I wanted to be like the top student. I was laying in front of the TV all day and like watching programs, learning to read, learning to speak English, learning words, learning to count, learning to do maths. Like, you know, back in the day when there were this program Open Sesame, before it became Takalani Sesame that traces on TV. Open Sesame were actually very educational. I learned a lot there, like my ABCs, I learned it there. And I wanted to be the top student. I wanted to be the best student. I was very excited to go to school. So my mom took me to school and she left. So I went to this open chair. And as I saw the cool kids did it on TV, I took a chair and I set it down like this. I sat on like this, like the cool kids did on TV. Cool kids did on the programs where they like school. But anyways, I sat on the chair like this. The teacher saw me and called me to the front of the class. She then told me to hold out my hand. But when I did, she started hitting me on my hand. And then I pulled my hand back because I was in shock, like, what did I do wrong? And when I pulled back my hand, she started hitting me all over my body, hitting me on my head. I was like really in shock. And when I felt like this warmth on my face and felt like put my hands on my face and then I saw it was blood, like blood dripping down my face. When I saw that, I just turned around and ran away. And I just, I remember running towards the door. And I remember like coming near the house, like a few steps away from the house, and running in the door by the house at my home, but I don't remember anything in between. I don't remember like running out of school, running that long way home. The only thing I remember is turning around, running away from school, and running out of the class and getting home. Since that day, I hated school. Since that day, I started to bunk school like every day. There were only like 2 classes in school that I would never bunk. Actually 3. They were mathematics, Afrikaans, and electrician work. But those 2 subjects were only in high school. But at primary school I bunked every class except mathematics, because that's where Mr. Pochenpoel teaches, and you were like the teacher. But since that day, I hated school. Never really wanted to go back. I would like fake being sick to avoid going to school. Yeah, so that was my first lesson, the first experience that taught me that I was worthless. The second lesson was it happened over a span of years. After school, when I would visit friends' homes, the parents would treat me differently. You could see how their faces change when they would hear where I'm from. They would hear I'm from Duraflats. And they weren't shy about saying why. They had this perception that if you're from Duraflats, from the flats, Cape Flats, then you're automatically a thief. You're a gangster, you're gonna steal the things, you're dirty. I once heard this parent, this one boy's mom, saying that they shouldn't let me in the house because I've got fleas or bugs. Or another parent said that they shouldn't let me in the house because they like to steal. And mind you, I was like 7-year-old or 8-year-old. It happened since from 7 to 9 years old. My parents would treat me differently. I was allowed to come to the house, like play in the yard. I was allowed to play with the children. They wouldn't let me in the house. There's this one lady that I would never forget. Actually, I don't remember her face, but I would never forget that experience, because I was like 9 years old when I visited this one friend. Not that close anymore, but he's like family. I feel a love for this guy, like family, because his mom were like the first genuine, real, sincere, beautiful-hearted person that I've met, like parent that I got into contact with. His name is Edgar. He used to stay in Midfields. I still regard him as one of my best friends, even though we like only greet each other like once a year. And this first day when I visited their house, his mom greeted me with a smile that were different, and I could feel that warmth, like she's a real genuine person, and treated me nicely. And like after a few minutes after we got there, she made us something to eat, and weren't like other parents that would stay close by to just watch what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna steal and things. I ran into Edgar like last year. I told him that in case I die, anything happened to me, anything tragic, And I want him to tell his mom that I still remember that first day that I met her. And I want him to tell her that I'm very happy for that, that I appreciated her kindness, and thank you. Alright, okay, veel is rustig. Zie je dat hij me rustig af was? Gaan! Blijf zo rustig. Toch veel is rustig. Kijk daar, veel die kind is rustig. Had jij eat chocolate? Sweetie pies.
Snotty pie.
Not snotty pies. Sweetie pies. Niet snotty pies.
Snotty pie.
Sweetie pie.
Snotty pie.
Sweetie pie. Niet snotty pie.
Snotty pie.
Nee.
Ja.
Nana. Ga die kennis zo.
Kom.
Ah. Bisa, bisa. Hey. I'm back. Yeah. So in case he hears this, thank you. I truly appreciate it. Your kindness. Yeah, that's and being treated like that, being accused of being a thief. No matter what they say, it hurts. It's a terrible thing, and it never really leaves you. And I had this conversation with a friend of mine. I told her about this 3 women that I encountered. Like I knew a little bit about these stories from school, and these 3 women that they are prostitutes. They buy the trees, they buy pizza, and they all 3 of them that I know of were abused. Like this one lady was raped by her cousin when she was 11 or 12 years old, and she got pregnant, and she had sorry, my little niece is crying over there. She wanted to come and be on a video. So, but these 3 ladies turned out to be prostitutes. And what I was trying to tell this friend of mine was, because of the experience, the abuse, the way they were abused, the rights taken away from them, their bodies, how can I say, demoralized, the way they were treated, that caused them to lose respect for their own bodies, their own lives. That's what pushed them to becoming what they are today. So, people's circumstances do determine what they become, or the things they do. Like in my case, what happened to me, my experiences, pushed me to trying to become a gangster, smoking, drugs, being an alcoholic, doing crazy things. And I had this one experience when I was 11 years old. We were playing on the park, on the playground, say by the parking, and we were on the jungles. And my friend and I, and I was sitting in this king spot. This one spot where like king spot, and this little boy came from across the road, came directly to me, and demanded that I get off. And I said no. He kept demanding. I told him no, and suddenly he started crying. And his father, I believe, came out, grabbed something and ran towards me. He had a metal pipe in his hand. He started hitting me. I tried to explain that I did nothing to this boy. I'm innocent. This boy's crying for nothing because I did not touch this boy. He didn't want to listen. God protected me that day because I didn't feel the pain, and I was left without bruises. But this guy was hitting me with like miraculously nothing actually hit me, but I could see him hitting me with this metal pipe. So when this guy stopped hitting and he walked away, I also left the park. And another guy ran out of his house and ran towards me, flicking this butterfly knife, and then stabbed me. I was actually 12 years old when it happened. The first time I got stabbed. You see, that wound happened a long time ago, but since that day, I never left the house without a knife again. I wanted to become a gangster because I saw that gangsters were like these strong human beings, fearless, and that's the direction my life started to go into. After that, and after all of the experience of the world teaching me and telling me that I'm a useless piece of trash. If you guys watch this video so far, then you want me to tell more, go into more details and tell you more about what happened and what pushed me on the journey, what really started into Exodus Media, then please comment down below and I'll give you more details. Thank you for watching so far. Please give this video a like also and share this. So I hated my first grade teacher for stealing away my innocence, breaking my spirit, and basically everything that followed, because that's what put me or pointed me in that wrong or bad direction. But she's not the only person. I would say I hated her to death, but there will be kind of a lie because she died almost 2 decades ago and I still haven't forgiven her. Well, if you guys haven't watched the first part, then this probably won't make much sense. There was another person that I hated, or this one I might not have hated, but I didn't like me very much because it was like this person had something against me. Like 2 or 3 years ago, I heard this person died. Okay, let me be honest. This local librarian, I heard she died. I saw it on a Facebook post and I got angry and sad at the same time. Because angry that I never had a chance to know or find out why she treated me that way. She was a very nice person to about everybody. People loved her, but there was just something about her, the way she treated me, the way she spoke to me, the things she would accuse me of. Like, I would sit in one department of the library, just reading a book. I used to love to read books, and especially like biographical novels, educational books, and comedies. Now, what I would always be sitting in one side of the library, and she would come to me and accuse me of doing something like writing in books in the, say, children's department. She accused me of writing with a pen in a children's book, and this in a whole different department, far away from where I am. Or she would say that I throw out pages out of a magazine, and I was not even close to the magazines, or maybe we'll just walk past it. Or accuse me of stealing the plastic off of books. And I'm about certain it's because of the way I stay. Some people see people that stays in tourist places as gangsters. Everybody is gangsters and thieves. And it's become normal. Kind of normal. Still hurts. To be honest, family members that looks at me the same way. No matter how good my intentions were. Like this one lady, I would go visit on a Sunday, a cousin of mine. Visit her on a Sunday, and I would use this excuse, there's no coffee at home. Mind you, I was employed that time, I was paying the right money, and I've got a lot of friends and people that like me around here. I could just go next door if I really wanted it, or could have asked somebody to borrow me like a tour to buy coffee and sugar. But I went there, that was just my excuse, like, hello, there were no coffee at home, so I thought maybe I could come and ask you for a little bit of coffee. But I went there to actually support her because she lost her husband. And but no matter how good her intentions were, she would never leave me alone in her room, like in the living room in front of a TV. She would always be constantly like hovering or standing somewhere to keep an eye on me, like to make sure I don't steal anything. Because there's a perception of most people that everybody is Duraflex or Capex are gangsters, thieves, or drug addicts. I cannot really blame people for that, because that's what's being reported every day. That's the things that people hear. When you hear something bad happened, this place would be mentioned. Yeah, so but she that librarian, she would accuse me of many different type of things, even if I'm innocent, or like somebody would start an argument with me, and I would say something back, and she would have the security kick me out. Wouldn't do anything about that person, even if she knows that person started it, and banned me. And this is how I lost my love for reading. I didn't want to go there so much. I didn't go there to read anymore. I only went there to like go in when I'm allowed, or allowed to come back. I would only go there to check something on the computer, check an email, apply for work. But I lost that love for reading, because that place just didn't feel, how can I say, accommodating or welcoming. And I was sad. What made me sad about when she died was I never had a chance to prove that I'm not the worthless piece of trash that she treated me like. And I'm sure that she treated me that way because of where I came from, because I saw the way she treated other people also from my area, and the way she would cuss at people. Like this one time, these young kids that stays in Everdale side, they were bothering these guys working outside of the library, and ran away. When she came out, these two girls were walking past. It stays in my area that she knows because they also frequent the library, and she started cussing at these the young girls. I think they were like 13, 14-year-old girls, swearing the most vulgar words at these girls. But she was a nice person generally. I don't know what experiences led to her being that way. And what else pushed me to walk in that negative direction? Apart from stabbing and visiting other places. When people find out where you're from and automatically classify you as a gangster, bad things can happen. I've been stabbed 3 times. That all of those happened in my teenage years. At the first time I got stabbed, as I mentioned in the first video, but I was 12 years old, and this older guy ran towards me with a knife while I was leaving the park over a stupid misunderstanding, and this guy stabbed me. It's too small to show you, but this guy stabbed me in my hand. The second time I was actually on my way to the library, and I needed to do some homework. On my way to the library, and this gangster from somewhere in the Robinville area recognized me from staying in Duraflats and pointed towards me. As I've mentioned, people automatically think that you're a gangster or a criminal because of where you, or the area you stay in, or where you're staying in. This guy pointed to me, and him and his friends started running towards me, and I got stabbed. Luckily it wasn't fatal. I was stabbed about here. I still remember that. Like that day, or what happened then. I fell, and this other guy with a knife stood above me, and I saw the way the knife came down, and like blood all over, and I panicked, ran. And that one of the experiences that showed me or taught me that people see me this way and might as well just behave like somebody that stays there because nothing I could do will ever do that will change people's minds. So might as well just be that person. Like my mom used to teach me or tell me to not just stay in your, like, to go out and meet different people, like see different perspectives, see different lifestyles, so they can learn, explore, get to know people outside of the area, not to conform to the patterns of this place. But the more I went out, the more people would push me back. Like as I mentioned in the first video, parents treat me a certain way because of where I'm from. And I decided, why should I suffer such pain, heartache, getting emotionally broken as a child because of where I'm from? Might as well just stay there. And after that, I kind of lost my confidence because I became more shy, more distant, more of an introvert, kept to myself because of the way people treated me. I lost all confidence in myself. Yeah, you know, that's a part of what turned me into the person I am now. Also, one of the reasons, or the main reasons why I started Get to Exodus Media, to change perspectives, release back, change perspectives, and show people that we're not all that what we see in the media or hear people say, and also to show people, teach our youth to dream big. They like to think outside the box, reach for higher heights, become more. So I started Get to Exodus Media to like change minds, to show a different light, change perspectives, and to try to help people, or our youth, to escape that box, the box we've been placed in, so that there's more to our people, and also teach our youth to dream bigger, so that our youth, our children, can turn out much better than me, people like me, not waste their lives away and hang on to the opinions and mindsets of other people. Yeah, to get to Exodus. Let's focus on Exodus. Exodus from the Bible, it means to escape or to leave. And I wanted our youth to escape the ghetto mindset. I started it off like say 10 years ago on Facebook. Different names. Like I had a name of, one of the first names were Atlantis Journal. Focus on the youth of Atlantis. Changed to Linwood Journal, Cape Town versus Everybody, Luciano Antonio Community Journal. And like 2 years ago, I changed it to Get to Exodus Media. 3 years ago, Get to Exodus Media, to the focus on helping our youth to escape the ghetto mindset. At the moment, I'm pushing for it to become ghetto, pushing it to be my way of escaping not only the ghetto mindset, but hopefully physically escaping the ghetto. Who knows, maybe I'll be able to make a success of this media brand, which will be a media company soon. As soon as the channel and my Facebook page were able to monetize, play advertisements on the page and on the channel. And yeah, now let me tell about another experience that also taught me that I'm a useless piece of trash. And this involves the police. I'm not bashing on the police. I still have lots of respect for our law enforcement. And I believe that most, like 95% of our police officers are actually very good people. But there's one experience. I was sitting on the corner one day when a police car just pulled up, like in the road in front of me. And these two police officers just jumped out and started hitting us, hitting me with a sambok. When I tried to run away, this one police officer tackled me and I fell. Next thing I know, I'm waking up on the floor and the police car and everybody else were gone. Just people in the distance looking my way. Oh, I was angry that day. I felt I could kill somebody. And I went home, went to bed, and next thing I know, I woke up in a hospital bed. And found out that I had an epileptic seizure. So they took some tests and sent me home. So I was in the hospital from that Sunday until Tuesday. Say Sunday morning, I was there about 3 days. Say asleep or in a like coma, and I had epileptic seizures for about 2 years since that day. Tried to open a case, but nobody was willing to help me to take my statement after having suffered epileptic seizures at least once or twice a month, and it affected me very badly. Like I said, that were one out of a handful of incidents that affected my mindset, that put me on that crooked path, on a bad path where I did not care about my life. One of those incidents that taught me that I'm a useless piece of trash and my life is basically worthless. And if people treat you a certain way, you will behave that certain way. Yeah. But it's like people don't really understand that. It's like when people don't care unless it personally happens to them. Like people don't care about gangsterism until gangsterism affects them. People don't care about how the neighbor's child's going to turn out until that neighbor's child turns out badly and becomes a gangster that harasses them, or bad things start to happen around their house, And we could prevent these type of things if we start adopting the old ways. Like, remember back in the days when your child or my child, and if that child misbehaved, then my neighbors would give me a hiding. And if I went and complained by my mom, then she would also give me a hiding, and would pray that that neighbor wouldn't take us to our parents, because if they would come to our parents, then there will be another hiding. And we would, in the old days, parents and neighbors would care for each other, look out for each other. But today is like everybody for themselves, and when our child misbehaves, then we want to go fight that person that's addressing that issue, instead of finding out what's going on and addressing that issue or the rude behavior of our child. But gone are those good old days when our parents were God-fearing people. Thank you guys for watching this video so far. If you have a different perspective, opinion, this video touched you somehow, or any suggestions, or if you can relate to this video in any way, please comment down below. And if you want to see a third and final part, then please do comment. Then I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video, and I thank you. And remember, Ghetto Exodus Media. Escape the ghetto mindset. Escape the ghetto through media, through entertainment, through sharing opinions and relating. Once again, thank you. So the world taught me that I'm useless, that I'm worthless, that my life has no meaning. And despite all of that, I always try to see a little hope. Always try to be the good child that my mom raised, or try the best to raise. Never really lost respect for elders. Even till today, I still have a lot of respect for police. Even after all the trauma I've suffered by the hands of police officers. But we cannot really blame them, because, or blame most of them, because that is what they see when they come into an area like the areas people like me live. The other day I saw this little girl arguing with a police officer and cussing, and she's like 16 years old. Very rude. And that's the perception that people get when they see this type of behavior. And that's what she grew up with. That was what she saw as normal, is what people around you do. So she adopted that behavior, and that cycle of, how can I say, this bad view of certain people continued. Throughout my life, I've been, from the first day of school, but you guys have watched most the other videos. First day of school, I've been taught that essentially, as I've summed up many times, I'm worthless. I've been insulted, humiliated, beaten. I've been stabbed a few times. I've been shot at, hospitalized. One time I got really beaten up by the police. That happened in Strand. These officers asked me where I'm from. I said Atlantis, and they insisted, like, where's the drugs, where's the guns? Because now that's what people those police officers in Strand thought of people from Atlantis, guys from Atlantis. Yeah, but it's the story of a colored life, nah? And let me tell you this little something. If I see, like, say it's at night, I see three colored approaching me, three colored guys walking my way, I will feel a little sick. I will feel scared, because that's what I like. That's what I think of my people. Not want to, but subconsciously I see my people as that, because that is what I always hear about and read about my people, labeled colored. And by the way I'm labeled colored, I'm proudly Khoi Khoi. Yeah, but that's what I see. If I'm gonna walk in, say in Melkbosstrand, I see three white guys walking my way at night, then I won't feel scared. I won't feel like something's gonna happen, because white people are not portrayed that way. And shout out to Mr. Pochenpoel for being that person, that being the voice of reason, being that good guy that showed me the opposite. When he, like, believed in me in school, like in primary school. I remember this one day when I brought in my my homework. The class ended in our books, and he marked our books. He came to my desk, placed my book in front of me, and asked me, "What is this? Is this the best that you can do? Come on, Mr. Mentor, I know you can do better." While I was standing there, I was nervous, a little scared, because a big guy, he was a big guy, and I saw him as a giant. I looked at the equations, the math equations. He was giving maths class. I looked at the math equations, and I went through it again, and I changed the answers. And the answers I gave that time were all correct. And he, like, smiled, and he said something like, "Yes, Mr. Mentor, that's how it's done." And I kept that words throughout my life. Like this one time when I was very hungry. I woke up, there were no food in the house, nothing in the cupboards, nothing in the freezer, in the fridge, and I had, like, I think 2 rand. So I went to the tuck shop to go buy like 1 rand packet of sugar and a packet of chips. That would be my breakfast. So I'm gonna make tea. Make a cup of tea and have the packet of chips for breakfast. So on my way there, I saw this like on the porch on the front, in the front of this house. There were a chair, table, a phone, and a wallet. And I was tempted, very tempted, to take this stuff because there's going to be money in the wallet, and I would like a phone. I need a phone. And I really wanted to take it. But then Mr. Poggenpoel's words played in my head. And he had those words, "Come on, Mr. Mintwe, this is not you." I'm paraphrasing it now. "Come on, Mr. Mintwe, this is not you. You can do better than this." And I decided, no, leave that. There was a guy that believed in me, and I can do better. So I went, I bought me the sugar, went back home, made me a cup of tea, had the chips for breakfast, and then I decided to go and go look for a job, something to do. I went there at the back of Robinville, where the nice houses is, and I went like door to door and asked people to if I could maybe clean the yard. They don't even have to give me money. They can just give me like some rice and a few potatoes. That way I could come back home and make at least the children, people in the house might not have something to eat during the day, but they will at least go to bed with something in their stomach. They wouldn't have to go to bed hungry. You know what, I'm gonna post a pic, but yeah, but people slammed the doors in my face, and one guy accused me of coming to peek out the houses so I can steal later. And there was this one lady, she that helped me. There wasn't like nothing to do at her home, but she asked me to pick out the weeds out of between the flowers. Pick up the trees. There were like 5 pieces of paper laying in that whole yard. And she gave me a 50 rand. After that I went immediately, went straight to the shop. Went straight to ShopRite and bought like a 5 rand bread, a packet of spaghetti, canned fish. I bought a few items, but those are the things I remember the most. And I went back to our house, go and show her that, look here, it wasn't a waste. I bought this food with the money that you gave. You didn't waste your money, and our family's gonna have something to eat tonight. But when I got there, she wasn't there. So I went back home. I remember my son was like 4 years old, 3 years old. Couldn't give him anything, but I bought him a lollipop. Felt ashamed about it, but I did give him something. Now then, hearing myself say that, I feel I was a little ashamed. 10 years later, I went back to go look for this lady. Immediately after church this Sunday, I went back and I walked down this road that I believe she stayed. Walked past and the house, I couldn't find the house. I was walking past this one yard, this one house. A lady called out and she said, "Wow, there's beautiful flowers." Wow, there's beautiful flowers. So I looked at her, said thank you, and guess what? This is like God's hand, really, because I was looking for this lady. I was walking past this house, and this lady called. And when I looked at her to say thank you, I noticed that the house that I was just walking past, not even paying attention to, this is the house that I pull out the weeds and clean up that 5 pieces of paper. And that lady that called, that admired the flowers that were walking past, were the one that I was looking for to give these flowers to. And I was shocked. And I asked her, can I please come in? And I handed her the flowers and said that this is really a miracle. This is really amazing that God made sure that I appreciated her. I thanked her. Because my mission that day were to go back and show her that she is appreciated. The good deeds, the good things she does, the good person she is, has not gone unnoticed. And actually, me and my son were there that day. I took my son there, also show him like an example of how to appreciate people and to be thankful. And I introduced the two of them. Her name is Maria. Her sister's name is Magdalene. So they are Mary, Magdalene, Maria, and Magdalena. Yeah, and she invited me back. I haven't gone back yet because I'm currently broke and I don't want to go there broke. I don't want to go there hungry again. I want to go there with like an example of showing her that the way she helped me in a positive way impacted my life positively. And I'm a better person because of what kind people like her, like she has done that one act of kindness like 11 years ago now. It's still part of me. Yeah, you know what, I'm gonna post a picture just right here. So that day, the day that I took her the flowers, like 10 years after she helped me. So this is her. Maria, if you're seeing this, Auntie Maria, thank you. You are appreciated. Thank you for being such a beautiful, God-fearing, kind person. And I love you for that. Yeah, but back to that. You know what? One of the things that also, God has always been there protecting me. Like when I wanted to become a gangster, God always created circumstances that made it impossible or that stopped me. Like this gang told me that I must prove myself if I wanted to join. I was just standing there. My friend and I were buying weed. I was standing there like this, and this guy called me close and like, what is that? And why are you showing that? And can you stand for that? And I was shocked. I was speechless and I was scared. And this guy told me that I must prove myself. I wanted to be part of it because I was holding this green sign. And I being scared, being stupid, being a young child, I tried to prove myself. I went out. Something I should say probably, but I stole something. Yeah, so I proved myself and I could become part of this game. I was given a date that I should come back, date and time, and like half an hour, 30 minutes before I was supposed to be there, a fight broke out there when these guys were staying in. I heard gunshots and I saw these guys running away. And those guys, all of those guys got arrested that day. And that was the hand of God. The hand of our Heavenly Father, Yahweh, that protected me from that. And it happened another time when from a different gang. And these guys were also like I proved myself, and on the day that I was waiting for this guy, the guy that was supposed to initiate me to the gang, he got stabbed like 30 to 50 meters away from where he was supposed to meet, and he died. Yeah, so God has always been there guiding me. And always placed people like Mr. Pocherpoel in positions to help me and to show me that I'm worth something, that I'm valuable. And I hope with this video and everything I do, my son will always know how beautiful, how valuable he is. Just think, the Lord Yeshua Christ and true Messiah died for us, gave up the throne, came to earth, suffered as a man, and died for us. How valuable are we? So if the world says you're useless, you're worthless, remember, in His eyes we are precious, we are worth everything. I'm gonna end this video like this, and if you guys watched it so far, then you guys are amazing. Away, much respect. Just repeat, away, much respect to me anyway, and I'll respond immediately and thank you personally.